Are you confident with this lad that you mentioned that he might be an early arriver then?
Yeah, we hope so. Yeah,
the offer.
Yeah, we hope so. We want to get it done and tied down by the 1st of January, so that he's available for the game after that. Whatever we do, if we did bring anybody in, they can't play on the 1st anyway. So we want to try and get it all tied down, ready to go by the 1st of January. So that's hence why we've worked hard to get it done.
Are you well? Speaking of sort of firm in your mind, are you sort of certain, should you require any of the players that maybe you don't see getting into the team in the second half of the season might go out on loan as well?
It's difficult to answer that question because I want to lose anyone? No. Is there going to be one or two players that want to go and play football? Possibly. But ultimately, like I said previously, this is not a window to come out at the back of it with our squad being weaker. So, players are tied to this football club under contract, so it's our decision whether they go or not, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not one to stand in people's way if they don't want to be here, but I don't have any of those sort of conversations. None of my players come and speak to me about things like that. But what I do know is January, and people talk and agents talk, and things happen very quickly without you're not expecting it. So we're prepared for everything, really. Are we actively looking, trying to get rid of anyone? No, absolutely not. I'm really pleased with the squad. Are we trying to get better? Yes, of course we are.
How much of a relief is it that Richard Wood, or the timescale for his absence, is better than maybe you thought last week, given his circumstances?
Yeah, I mean, we thought maybe 3 months, but the operation's gone really smoothly and well for him. Woody's paying free now again. He's obviously still on his crutches early doors, but as soon as he's off them crutches, I know Dave will have him straight onto the grass and to do some work and build his fitness levels up again. So yeah, it's a massive bonus for us. Good bonus that Tom Nixon's not far away either, only a week away, and everybody else is good. So all good.
After the match last week, you were talking about the need and the wish and the desire just for, at times within games, for the players to maybe just be a bit more positive. How do you address that, or how has that been addressed since AFC Wimbledon?
Yeah, I just said to Ricky there, I had a chat with the forwards today, just because I know what it's like sometimes when you haven't scored as regularly as you'd really like. You can start beating yourself up a little bit, and probably searching for stuff that you don't need to be searching for, and probably just go back to basics really. And out of the 41 goals we have scored in total this year in all competitions, our forwards have got 28 of them, and I mean the front six, the Ironside, Sabara, Sharp, Molyneux, Hurst, Gibson. That's the contribution they've made. Also with the 17 assists, it's so. I said to them this morning, I said, you're actually in a good place as a six. You're all competing for the position. We play with a front three, mainly and majority of the time. Whatever three plays, we've got your back, and we fully support you. Whatever three comes off the bench, likewise, because they're very, very important to us. That front six, I would not swap for anyone in the division. I told them that this morning. I said to them, I'll add to it. I'll bring another one in to help us and make us stronger. So I'm really pleased with that, what we've got at the top end of the pitch. I think we're very lucky to have what we have, and we need to get them, firing even better than what they're showing, because I think they can, and they were open and honest with me this morning to say that they can, and they can feel sometimes a little bit down when they haven't had an opportunity or a shot or they haven't scored. But nearly in every single game we've played this year that we've scored in, one of our forwards has contributed something to that team, and that's really, really important for us.
And in these circumstances, and I get it, it's nitpicking, isn't it? With a team that wants to ideally win the league but definitely get promoted, that you have experienced heads there, all of whom, to varying degrees, have had some kind of hardship or a dip in form for a bit, that they've been in these circumstances and can come through it?
Yeah, listen, there's going to be little dips in form as season goes. Nobody has a complete season, like 7, 8 out of 10, unless you're like Owen Bailey last year, for example. But it's players are going to have up and downs, little peaks and troughs, and that's why we have a squad that, they're afforded that little bit of a time. So if they're not having the best of time, it's not a problem. Come out for a game, we'll bring you back in a week later or something like that. So it's a reason why we have this group and this squad of players, and probably why we're so good from an injury point of view as well, because we have the adaptability to change and not flog anyone really. So it's been pleasing.
Are there any other aspects of the team that you just want to see just that little bit more squeezed from the orange, I suppose, right now?
We just want to keep going. I mean, look, we're disappointed to lose last week, and I know there was a comment said to me after the game, that's one win in 6. It's one defeat in 6 also, so my glass is certainly half full rather than half empty. It's what we'll do is we'll just keep working and fighting and go on to the next game. We'll stay nice and calm and controlled in what we do. We've got a firm belief in what we do and how we play, and we reaffirmed that with the group this week to just get back to the drawing board, get back to our patterns, our style of play, what we're good at, and hopefully we can bring that onto the table on Saturday against Nigel and Crozza and Joe Murphy, good friends of mine. Nigel was my manager, and I've got huge respect for him anyway, and Crozza and Joe, who I played with at Scunthorpe, so looking forward to it.
Tranmere then, they've obviously got some very good players, but their results suggest a degree of inconsistency. As the opposition's manager, what do you read into that?
Yeah, we went to watch them. Myself and Cliff went to watch them a couple of weeks back. They were home to Morecambe, and I could sense that there was a bit of a frustration in the stand that night. But they've got good players for the level, and they've got a really good manager that probably shouldn't be at this level. What he's done, Nigel, over the years in his career, really, really good. But it's good experience about their team. I just think that they found it hard. Maybe some injuries, it's cropped into their team and things like that, and they've found it hard to get that rhythm. But they've had a decent win in their last game. I'm sure they'll be coming here with confidence and a little bit of swagger about them. So we look forward to it. Bring it on, and let's see what type of game it is. But we're quite confident ourselves. Yes, we're disappointed from last week, but we want to put that right and respond.